2 minutes, 46 seconds, and counting. Beep.
Hello, Blue. Can you hear me? Do you hear me? Hello? Colin,
What's
Blue,
that?
do you hear me? Do you hear me? Hello?
Hello?
Hello!
Hello.
I was checking my sound. Where are you located, Blue Wolf?
I'm in Atlanta,
Atlanta. I'm in New
Georgia.
Huh? Okay, yeah. Georgia, Georgia. No,
Lisa, take my hand. You can take the hand. Oh God, this beats cute.
Do anything to stop me from dancing and being arty.
Yeah, I hate when you dance. I actually don't.
Are you getting a seat?
Love
Yeah,
There.
yeah, that's close enough. I don't think it matters if you're exact or not.
Hi. Did you win?
Yeah, I've been meaning to come to this. I've been trying to come to this for a while, but it's not at the time when I often get here.
yeah.
Yeah. It's early.
And then nobody turns up. That could be fun. We always standing here and waiting. It's like,
Yeah, it's
Well, Mark's here at least.
having the chair and swivels make
Somebody
me
just
happy.
actually come out.
and he is.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, here we go.
Then the crowd goes wild.
Hello! Yes, thank you, Callie. Hello, and welcome to this week's news and updates, where I will show you all the news and updates happening in Altspace. And I am on my own, so I've got to do everything, so bear with me. Okay. So, Don is somewhere, who we call our bicycle, second wheel in the bicycle, or tricycle. Lorelle is on travelling for work, and Jay is working out of town. So, let's get started with some Altspace news. So, first up is Altspace VR is now available in the Windows Store for Windows Mixed Reality users, making it easier to install on Windows devices. So, congratulations, Altspace. And last summer, Altspace VR started an experiment to identify helpful people in the community, to greet new arrivals and identify the experienced members of the community. This was called the Community Leader Program, and we've been talking about it often on this news show. Recently, Keegan, our Altspace VR program owner, met with community leaders to review the past 6 months of the program and announce some changes. So community leaders will now be called community helpers, and the references to them shall be as experienced helpers in our community. The criteria for receipt of the identifying green name tags will currently remain the same. In the next 2 weeks, community helpers will have the ability to turn their green name tags on and off temporarily or permanently in their profile settings. If someone would like to apply to become a community helper, a form will be available for application on the website, and Keegan or a member of staff is available once a week in the Mingle and Chill event to take feedback and respond to questions you may have about the green name tags, the roles of community helpers and other aspects of Ultspace VR. The bi-weekly Ultspace Volunteer Meetup is another opportunity to connect with other helpers and active community members and get more involved in Ultspace. And you're also invited to join the various Ultspace VR Discord groups to learn even more and talk to other volunteer community members. You will also find the above in the hallway as you came in. So Jimmy, our Ultspace VR world building developer, announced that event hosts are now able to add contextual roles for attendees again. So if you wish to have flying or pilot, megaphone and other contextual roles for attendees, edit the event and add them. You may also add and remove presenters and moderators to your events. We lost this ability a couple of months ago with the changes to the web page, and now these are back and much improved. Expect more improvements as these are further tested and refined over the next couple of months. And also, if you are in the early access program, you can now also add your own custom message. This is very useful if you host an event and need to send a quick message to a user. For example, please mute your mic during the event. Just all you need to do is just log into altvr.com, click on more at the top, and then custom messages, and then click and create. Currently, this is for PC early access users and is not fully integrated into the Ultspace client. And any message you do create will now be used in the integrated version. So to do so, just visit, for more details, just visit help.altvr.com and then click on world building on how you can use these custom messages. So let's look at some world building and SDK news. The World Building Worlds in Ultspace meetup and training is Tuesday, so join us if you wish to learn more on how to customize your home space and build your own world. It is easier than ever to create your own city now using the kits. The SDK meetups are every Wednesday, and if you have familiarity with JavaScript, web programming and 3D modeling, or would like to learn more about the new SDK and Unity, world building techniques in Ultspace VR, check out these events and the developer.altvr.com webpage for helpful information. And if you're considering joining the Ultspace Early Access Program and the World Builders Discord channel to access effects and world building kits and have the ability to submit object kits and recommendations and keep up with the news and updates about what is going on with world building, be it with native world builder, Unity or upcoming SDK projects. The Discord channel is featured in the hallway to these events. We also want to just remind you that those early access program here in Ultspace, that we have these and other new demo kits as demo worlds. And good. Bye. Okay. Sorry about that. Worlds, you will find so demo kits as demo worlds, and you'll find most of the kit elements in the world editor. Expect to see more coming soon. You never know what you will find in Ultspace, do you? So, Reverend Jeremy Nichols' popular meditation event had a minor glitch experienced by a few users after the space was reset. Those returning found the group floating on magic carpets in outer space. I'm sorry to say that the space returned to normal after they re-entered, and the event returned to its normal terrestrial terrain. You can learn more about world building and other AltSpace information and help at help.altvr.com. If you have a 3D model or app you would like to share or want to know where to get started on making your own app or environment using the Unity uploader, you can visit developer.altvr.com. So, new worlds. There's loads of new worlds popping up, and it seems to be a lot. So here are just a few highlights from the worlds in AltSpace. And thank you. To start off, we have the Towler's new open amphitheatre, which will host hundreds or thousands to watch events from a high vantage point or from the picnic blanket areas on the grassy lawn. Izzy has a new city park space to explore and hang out. And David Fidget has a new entertainment space, Paradise Cove, complete with twerking avatars and a great ocean beach to explore. IHOM, or IHOM by Sky's the Limit, is the International House of Mansions, a fantastic fairy tale mansion that resembles Michael Jackson's estate a bit. The Digital Sculpture Gallery by Kelly features his work done in 3D modelling with some fun and surprising work. Well done, Kelly, who's in the audience. Stranded by Joshua features a shipwreck on a deserted island complete with burning wreckage. And also the world getting the most attention recently is the abandoned hospital by Is That Posted. In addition to the ghastly remains of what feels like more of a mental hospital than a general one, there are several floors to explore, including a broken down elevator, the bathrooms and showers, operating rooms and the morgue. Voices echo in this dark thriller space and games of hide and seek have begun. Please mute yourself while doing the event, and I will do that for you. There we go. So, remember, everyone can build their own worlds here, so check out help.altvr.com for more information. So, events, we are here to help you find things to do in AltSpace with all the great events we're having going on. To begin with the news, and kudos to Kaylin for the beautiful Lantern Festival this past Tuesday to celebrate the end of the Chinese New Year, the New Year of the Pig. She brought in special floating lanterns and invited people to make a hope or wish for the new year on a lantern she spawned for them. And it was breathtakingly beautiful. Thank you for a wonderful event, Kaylin. A new education event hosted by Cosmos School will be here March 6th called Fun Science Classes in VR. Students, teachers and parents will meet in virtual reality and work with hands-on science experiments and engineering problems. Sounds absolutely fantastic. This Sunday, February 24th, Microsoft will be at the MWC in Barcelona, and there is a live stream watch party in AltSpace VR demonstrating the next HoloLens device with HoloDevs from Microsoft and others. Michael Zhang is producing The Hive every Thursday here in AltSpace, an event started by our beloved Vivian while she is recuperating. The guest speakers and topics have been excellent, so make sure that you put The Hive on your schedule for the latest in VR gaming, technology, education and more. Presentations and guest speakers from 2018 winners of the MAA series continues to come to AltSpace. Coming up February 28th is a guest on Neurogaming as part of their ongoing Ask Me Anything series of special events. A heads up for March 11th and a special AltSpace event. Our favourite Awareflow or of Health Systems chat will be travelling to South by Southwest to talk to other VR AR and digital health experts in the virtual International Space Station. Or is it real? Speaking of South by Southwest, one of the most popular conference mixes is coming soon, so expect to see some great live streamed and possible guest speakers and events coming to Ulkspace from Texas as the entertainment and tech world mix and mingle in Texas next month. This week, the popular Educators in VR meetup feature a presentation by Jessica Outlaw, an expert educator, speaker and trainer on harassment and bullying in virtual reality. Attendees will walk through examples of conflict situations and how to handle them as a bystander. Studies revealed that the majority of VR users wanted and need social interaction with social platforms and multiplayer apps. Yet there is a genuine concern about social interaction with strangers. Now, here in Ulkspace, we know that a stranger is someone you haven't met yet, and we have a welcoming and kind community. So statistics were stunning as she revealed that 49% of women have been harassed in VR. 1/3 men reported racist and homophobic comments, and 20% of men experienced violent comments and threats in VR. While that number feels high, don't forget that research shows 80% of women are harassed by the time they reach 20. Ulkspace VR has fairly open but strict terms of service and community standards guidelines, and it is up to us to make our community a safe one. So if you see something, report it by blocking the person, sending in a support ticket with their username, or contact an admin in the campfire immediately. Let's help each other keep our community a safe place to meet new people and share our common interests. Coming up tonight is Improv Night, and then afterwards we have Unityverse concert featuring the creative and talented Unity with original and cover songs. We have Nicole's Cruise Line. Sunday brings us virtual reality church, the Ulkspace volunteer meetup, centre stage hosted by Natalia, Screen Queen with Austin, followed by Rewind with comedian Johnny Lebeau. Don't know how to say it wrong. The new Ulkspace VR Comedy House Sundays hosted by Kelly Dunham, concerts at the Tavern, and more Insanity Sunday night with a Thing in a Place podcast with Don and Stevie. Monday is the weekly Women in VR Mingle and Chill, bringing together women and men interested in supporting and encouraging women in VR. For those of you who lean towards the spiritual, thoughtful, and agonistic, or maybe mindful atheist, check out the Synagogue and Spiritual Seekers Temple on Fridays, and the spot for the spiritual but not events. The rest of the week features some of our favourite regulars, including movies and documentaries by David 58, Let's Speak Language Practice Series, the Tuesday Improv Show, Mingle and Chill on Wednesday, followed by the SDK Developer Meetup and Open Mic Night. So don't forget to check the stars to express interest in the event. Ulkspace will send an email reminding you an hour or so before the event starts. Also check to see if the event has a subscription channel like ours does, and subscribe to receive updating information on events and activities. So, recently we started off doing Ulkspace Tip of the Week. So this week's tip is event things. So there are 4 tabs in the world on the main menu and on the website for finding events. They include featured, and these are events that are featured in our word, promoted to everyone in Ulkspace and often promoted on Oculus Gear and other device calendars. These events are free and open to the general public. The All tab, these are events that are just like the featured events, but they aren't featured. They tend to be small group meetups, parties, social mixes, and a wide range of other events. Interested, if you check the star or RSVP on the event to show you are interested in it, it is added to this tab to help you plan your time in Oxbase, and an email notification will be sent to you an hour before the event. Mine, so this one is if you are an event host and the creator of the event, you will find your list of events here. This tab features active, finished and pending events. If you are an event admin, co-host, presenter or mod, you will find those events under interested with an early entry access icon prior to the event opening. Hopefully it will help you find an event of interest to you and keep you coming back to enjoy the wide range of things to do in Oxbase. And if you have suggestions for future Oxbase tips, please let us know after the event or our Discord channel. So that's all for this week's news and updates. As you see behind me is our YouTube channel and also the link to our Discord. So, and we also have a subscribe. So you can go to altvr.com and subscribe to us and be alerted of new of our event. So that's it. Thank you for coming, and I will see you all next week.
There we go.
Well done, Canny. Canny? I just called you Canny. Canny.
Yeah, you can call me Uncanny. Oh,
Oh dear, Lord, that's a bad echo. Who is it?
oh, it's Bruce.
You can't seem to stay.
Hello,
Bruce.
hello, turn down your volume on your headset.
Oh yeah, totally get it.
No, you're not on the go. Put on some headphones.